Hello everybody, Titan Gamer Dude here. Welcome back to my Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Lucas tutorial. In this part, we're going to be covering aerials and grabs in Zair. So let's start with Nair first. 7 frames of startup, 44 total frames of animation, 23 frames of end lag in the air, 12 frames of landing lag, and it auto cancels on frames 37 and up. This is pretty much your combo-based mix-up aerial. It's the one multi-hit Lucas has that is fairly consistent. Well, Pika Thunder 2 is technically a multi-hit, but its function is different. There's kind of finicky, but neutral air is really good. You can use it as like a jump call out. Like, let's just say like people are just jumping around. You can just like do this. Fast fall, do a double jump. You use this tool to effectively mix up your aerial pressure after you've conditioned people for your forward airs. Like run-ups, oh, I'm not going to forward air, go for back air, you do this. Because it has 12 frames of landing lag and Lucas pancakes during it, you can be reasonably hard to punish, especially with your drift. So like at 60 to 65, Nair 1 to 3 starts comboing. So you can go like that, and then do that. Then at lower percents, Nair 4 combos. So let me just put this on. Yeah. So like Nair 4 starts to combo. Like it's plus, what, 14 at 0? You just go like that. And then it's a part of his kill confirm with Nair trains around like 80. Like if people don't like do the checks, you can go like that. You can just loop them over and over and then end it with like a F smash, or you can down tilt, F tilt, like that. It's good at what it does. You can use it as like a ledge trapping tool as well, because people like to jump from ledge. You can just like go like this. You can go off stage with it because it lingers, which is really nice. I'll have to get some clips of it. As far as combos with it go, you can go for up aerial. You can go for double jump cancels there. That's like before 20. Like after 20, like if they SDI upwards, you can go for that and get a lot of damage off of it. There's just some basic stuff you can do. You can also go like also, most characters in the game cannot interrupt Lucas going for falling near 1-3. You need a lightning fast option to do that. Let me show what I'm talking about. So here's Mario. Let's just say the Mario player is not perfect, and I go for 2. It'll interrupt because it's frame 3 intangible, but most characters cannot interrupt that. Okay. Samus can interrupt it. Mithra can roll out of it. Bayonetta can bats within it. But what you want to do is you have to play the mind game of like, is he gonna like fast fall near 3, or is he just gonna like let it rip? Is he gonna like drift? And if you do manage to like, let's just say you do manage to block it, like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2. You can parry. There's I think there's 5-frame parry opportunity, and then if you do parry it, you are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Yeah, plus 18. Nair is also your fastest out of shield option along with up aerial. You use this move to just like get people off of you to steal turns, and if you hit them with a neutral aerial, you can probably get a lot of damage off of it like that. Anyway, let's talk about forward air. Forward air has 9 frames of startup, 41 total frames of animation, 29 frames of end lag, 7 frames of landing lag, and it auto cancels from a buffered short hop. This is pretty much your best utility aerial. With Lucas's innately high air acceleration, high airspeed, he can use this aerial in any way he wants. It can be a burst option. He can just land with it. The sour spot can combo if you land with it. It's -4 all the time from a short hop. From a short hop, the sweet spot is always -4. It's always -4, so you can just use it to wall people out. You can use it to pressure people. You can just stand in place and do it. Since it slightly moves them forward, it has more range than it initially appears. And with its drift, it has deceptively good horizontal displacement. Its use is as a primary added shield option for attacks that have a lot of good shield pushback, which you want to punish. And just to toss out, have people respect the area you're trying to control. So let me give an example of like Lucina's F-tilt. Let me see if I can execute it. Alright. See the shield pushback? You can punish that with forward air out of shield, which is very important if you have the reaction to do it. So aside from that, it kills. It has like top 15 knockback for a forward aerial. So for a move that can combo at low percent, it also kills and sends people flying off stage, which is obviously very nice at mid percent. You can start your gimping powers. So like that is 13. So like at this percent, you can go for like a grab. Yeah, from a -4 aerial. Even like this percent, you get like 44, almost 50 off of it. So yeah, aerial is definitely one of Lucas's best moves. It is approved. Nair is probably one of his best moves too. It's just on the lower end. Because this move is pretty much the normal you think about when Lucas is jumping. It's his aerial enforcer. Really good aerial. Use it. Okay, let's go over the back air. Alright, so this tool has 15 frames of startup. It lingers until frame 22, but it stops spiking on frame 19. It has 39 frames of total animation. It has 9 frames of landing lag, and it has a measly, or a really low, 17 frames of end lag, and it auto cancels from a buffered short hop. So, despite its questionable startup, this tool is very nice, right? It has 3 separate hitboxes that are safe on shield. The knee is -6, like the knee part of it is -6 if it's fresh, and -8 on maximum stale. The sweet spot is -4 if fresh, and -6 if it's fully staled. It has a very rewarding sour spot, and even a sweet spot. So like 17, hit somebody with this, you can go for stuff like that. Let me put the stop. Yep, SDI. So like you can just go something like and get a lot of damage off of that. Run up air, 75, already from 17. Yep, play that short hop mix-up game after you hit them with the sour. You can just get a lot of damage off of this. If it starts spiking around 30, 35 in my opinion, you can go like that and get a lot of percent. If you hit the sour spot and you're able to react, you can get something like that. So this move can just do a lot of damage on stage. It's also a situational jump call out. Like if they jump, you can just do that because it starts above them. If they spike, if it spikes and they don't tech, you can get something like that, which is very good. Also, let me make some more clips of it. You can also just use the move to like control platforms, which is very helpful. You can go like that, which is obviously like really good. You can always like do it like this, hop up there and do it. You can just stay beneath them and do it. So because of its pretty nice hitbox, it's a good little area you can use to like just throw people off. You can do this. You can also like cross up people with it. Like if they're afraid of your 40, you just go like that, and they'll drop shield and get hit. You can do situational stuff. So it's definitely a check. And off stage, you can just go for back airs relentlessly and belligerently. Against opponents, you can just go like this, fling, and use your drift. So it's pretty good at what it does. It's also a situational, like, kill confirm from, like, Zair. Let me see if I can get it on camera. Like from Double Jump Cancel Zair, it's a situational kill confirm. Let me see if I can get it. You can go like that and try to spike them. It's also one of the strongest spikes for no reason, or at least one of the stronger ones. So yeah. It also leads to tech chases around 50. And if they don't get it, you can get like jab jab and stuff. Up air. Alright, has 7 frames of startup, 31 total frames of animation, 21 frames of end lag, 7 frames of landing lag, and it auto cancels from a buffer short hop, and is Lucas's only aerial that ends fast enough to buffer another action from a short hop. It's also a primary out of shield option for people to try to cross you up. So if you predict people are going to cross you up, you just jump, you just buffer your short up aerial. It has 3 usage. Its primary function is that of a combo starter. So you can go something like that, which is very useful, and you can react to SDI after the up air with Nair. So getting 35 from a falling up aerial that's -4 is ridiculous. Or you can just go like, if you're good enough, you can go double jump cancel Zair and do that, and then go for more mix-ups afterwards. This is pretty much your primary jump call out because, first of all, let me show how good it is. Like if you just land with it, you can go like that, and get so much damage. It's like 48%, which is incredible damage. Yeah, that's a lot of damage to be taking. Also, just go like this. Get that amount of percent. And if you catch somebody with this at like 30 or 35, and you catch them jumping with it, you can get a lot of damage. See that? So this is a jump call out. It's also your platform pressure tool. Like if someone's on a platform, you can just do this and land and be like -7, and you can just keep doing it. Or you can just keep juggling with it. It's a great combo juggle tool. It has some situational kill confirms too. So like, if you're ledge trapping somebody and you read them at the ledge, you can go like, wow, okay. You can go like, I try to go for a back air, but you can also just go like, you can get rid of them that way. You can also get rid of them that way on stage. Higher percent you can go like for like down tilt that. Let me try see if I can get it. Okay, let's see. What percent would it be? Like what, 154? Yeah, you can go like that, try to get rid of them that way. This aerial is very good. I would definitely recommend this aerial gets used. It is extremely safe. It's a great anti-air. It's a great full hop call out, great short hop call out. You drift away with it. And if you hit somebody, you're so plus you can just react. And start your combo game. Great aerial. Use it. You need to use this aerial. Down aerial. This is Lucas's worst aerial in my book. Each hitbox comes out on frame 10, 18, 26, and 34 with 2 frames of shield stun on hits 1 to 3, and 3 to 4 for the fourth, and 3 for the fourth. It has 56 frames of total animation, 21 frames of end lag, 16 frames of landing lag, and it auto cancels on frames 47 and up. Despite it being his worst aerial due to its inconsistency against hurtbox shifting and SDI, and its lack of plus frames on hit 1 to 3, it's an important parry punish tool. It's an important like matchup knowledge check for those who don't react. And like if they don't react to this, you just do a lot of damage to them. Like 25 taking 70 in this instance is ridiculous. Like that gives you a 76. It can also be used as an effective gimp tool because each hit sends downward. So like, let's just use this. So like, I showed it to you before, but if you send somebody downwards with this, Lucas is like +5, so they have to use like an up aerial or something to get out of it. And jumping can get you just destroyed. Or you can just like go like that and try to spike them like that, and you can just get rid of them. You can also just go off stage and use it belligerently to cover low recovery safely, which is also another thing you can do with like back air, because with both of these two combined, you can just go for spikes, and then just recover and cover everything low. At higher percents, it starts spiking. So like around, let's do 75. You plus that. See, if you see Mario goes like that, you can get an F smash off of it, which is important. But around like 80, you can start going for stuff like that. It is also a situational fall from down tilt when people start respecting this at 50, because at 50, every character has to start air dodging this. They can't jump out of it anymore. You just stuff jumps. So you just start doing this after your down tilts. And if they don't SDI because they accept the F tilt, well, you just deal a lot of damage. See, it's inconsistent though. But it is a good check, and if they mess up on it, you can just get a boatload of damage. Or if they don't pop out of it. So, yeah, that's Dare. Also, Dare on shield is bad. So, this is parry, right? Let's see. Because the shield stun is really low. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, you can jump out of this. You can jump out of this move. And then, like, let's just shield it. Let's see. Let's see how mine is. There's a 6 frame gap. See. See that? But see now, see that? How weird it is? So yeah, this move is bad on shield. I know, like, you don't have to, 1, 2, 3. So you can just parry it. And then afterwards, you can just, do whatever you want. So that is something to note. Don't just go nilly-willy with this tool on someone's shield. But thankfully, you can fast fall it. So yeah, don't be ignorant with it. Okay, Zair. Before I even talk about it, let's talk about its projectile clank properties. This thing can clank up to 17.3 worth of percent in projectile damage. This makes it really nice to use as an approaching tool against characters who, see how it clanked it? Against characters who like want to stifle you out with it. So that's just one thing. Okay. Let me set this up just to be sure I have it on. Alright. Zair is -2 with a perfect landing. If it's fully staled, it's -5. From here, from a full hop, if you do it like as soon as you fast fall, it can be -5 to -10 depending on the character if it's spaced. Character hurt box and shield size. But if you like time it better, it can be like -4, 5, it can be like -3. So double jump cancels there. If done perfectly, it's -3 on shield. But even if it's not perfect, it's probably going to be -4, 5, 6, or 7. On max stale, it's like -5, so it can be like 6, 7, 8, or 9. But the total frames of animation of this is exceedingly low. Like, let me show you, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's just do 8. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 2, 3, 4, 5, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. The amount of range this tool can just consume with a dash is ridiculous. So it's kind of like core and pin, right? Delay core and pin. But instead of killing, it kill confirms and combos and is unreactable. And there's no way you're going to be able to punch this move on shield. So it's a great approach option. Actually, it's an exemplary approach option. It's a situational out of shield option because you can use it to just steal turns back. And it has a lot of range. It's an exemplary out of shield option, but it requires perfection to do. It's a combo. It's a combo extender. So like you can just use it like this. It extends combos. If I can get it and show it off properly. Yep, see, it extends combos. You can actually use it as a kill confirm. Let me see if I can get it off. Come on, don't let camera nurse shake me now. See, we can kill with it like that. Which is ridiculous. The consistent options are like this, the dash attack. Dash attack buff actually helps a lot with this because it makes it connect a lot more consistently. Like going to 17 to 45 from a move that's unseeable and reactable despite its 9 frames of startup, 30 frames of end lag, 8 frames of landing lag, and clanking 17.3% worth of projectile damage is just busted. It's broken. It's over plus 15 at 0. And it stays consistently plus 16, 17, 18. It's a great tech chase option. You can just like, when people just get hit by this tool, you can just go like, you can just string them across the stage. You can wall out with it. You can pressure with it. This move is pretty much do whatever you want tool. It even bypasses neutral because like if you don't want to jump, like if you want to jump safely, you can just like mix in zairs with it. And then double jump cancels over. You mix up your movement like this. So like, if someone's in the corner, you can just like do this, pressure them, keep doing it, shield between them, see what they do. You can lean back with it after running forward, and you can bait and feint approaches. You can cross up with your zair. Even that move has value because his zair has more range than his forward air, right? So like, in this range, it doesn't hit. But zair will. Shard buffer zair will at the cost of being more negative. It's kind of like cheating there, but worse. But it has more range. Or you can just like delay it and then go for this. This move lingers for like a lot of frames. So it lingers for like 12 frames. So yeah, that's his zair. His zair is crazy. You can also just go off stage and do that and poke people with it and possibly get again shown right there. So yeah, those are his aerials. Let's go over his grabs now. Actually, before I cover his grabs, something worth of note is against fast fallers, like I did on Lucina, I did double jump cancel zair into bear. On fast faller characters, if you get a micro dash on them, like let's just say like you're doing this, you can go for a dare and possibly get a really early kill on them. It does take some work to do if you're going to string them across the stage, but they don't SDI upwards. They can possibly die like that. See, you can, because since they fall quickly, they just go down really fast. So like, let's see Mithra. See how far she goes down? Yeah, that's just, you know, a little note I wanted to make. Okay, for the grabs. Standing grab is reasonable. It comes out on frame 12. It lingers until frame 17, and it has 46 frames of total animation. His grabs in the middle in terms of like, his grabs are all in the middle in terms of like total animation and startup. It has 29 frames of end lag, so punishing it on whiff isn't exactly the easiest thing to do, especially when you're in F-tilt range, and in forward air range, and zair range, and drift mix-up range. You're expecting him to toss out a button, and then he's like, okay, I'm gonna shield, because I don't want to deal with this pressure. I don't want to deal with his ridiculous moves, that combo, earlier percents, and then they start killing, and then he just goes for this, and he grabs you. It's a pretty reasonable, this is a reasonable grab. Alright, dash grab. His dash grab has a lot more range. You can grab somebody from further away, but it is very committal. His dash grab has 14 frames of startup, and it lingers until frame 19, and it has 54 frames of total animation. He slides before the grab is out, so it extends the reach further than people expect. It gives it the range of like double jump cancels there from standing position sometimes. It's his riskiest grab to do because it leaves you closer to your opponent and it gives them additional frames to react. You want to use this on a conditioned opponent. Pivot grab. This grab is really good. So it comes out on frame 15, which is obviously annoying, but the hurt box shifting he does is very solid. So like, see how his body leans backwards? Oops, buffer to roll. He leans backwards before he recedes back in and does it. So you can make people whip aerials and then grab them for it. You want to do this, like you want to do this from an initial dash to bait people. It gives you really good hurt box shifting. Despite its slower startup, it still has 49 frames of total. It only has 49 frames of total animation, so you get some good bang for your buck. All right, let's talk about the throws. His F throw is pretty much. It has 23 frames of invincibility. It's a stage control throw. Despite its knockback, it sends at a slightly worse angle than back throw. I'm not sure if I'd consider it a kill throw in hindsight. It likely is, but I don't believe it to be personally. That's because Lucas has 2 other kill throws that fulfill that function better, not because it doesn't kill. There's not much to really say about forward throw, really. Like, let me hold in and see what the angle I get. See, the angle is a little worse. Yeah. No, that was up throw. Yeah. Angle's... Wait, it's on stop. What am I doing? Yeah. Yeah, see, the angle's worse. Now, back throw, on the other hand. This move sends you flying. Like, with his edge guarding tools, getting thrown by this is bad. That's without DI. That's far. So, like, let's compare, right? Let's compare. All right, 0. Hold in. That's far. And a better angle. This throw has... Let me see. It has 20 frames of invulnerability, or intangibility. It's his second strongest kill throw. Alright, let's go with down throw. Down throw is pretty much like your low percent combo throw. But it's not really a combo throw if they hold away. But you can get a forward air off of it a lot of the time. If they go in, if they DI in, so don't DI in. Just don't DI in. Like, take the zair, take the forward air, and then call it a day. Take 29 or 31 with the pummel, it's guaranteed, and then just call it a day. Don't DI in against this throw. Or you'll just get screwed up. Don't do it. This throw does do a lot of percent. It does do, what, 13.8% with the 1v1 multiplier. It has 41 frames of invincibility. It's great in doubles, because it leaves them buried for a while, and all the invincibility you get helps a lot. Now, up throw... Alright, let me see if I can get mid throw over here to show off up throw. So, up throw is not only Lucas's primary kill throw, right? Let me get mid throw to the percent where it would probably kill. Let's see, let me try 130, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, see, that almost killed. Not only does it fulfill the function of being one of the strongest up throws in the game, it is also a very niche platform tech chase throw. Let me try it like 8%. Oopsie. Let me try 8% again. Yeah, it also fulfills this role perfectly. Where, like, if you do it on this kind of stage, tech, and then they get up and then you go like that, and you get a boatload of damage on the top platform. Other than that, it's not really useful. Like, it doesn't really do anything here. Like, say they can land. Now, you can possibly, like, go for an up air still and see what they do. Or you can try to read the landing, but, it's whatever. Yeah, that's pretty much part 2 of the Lucas guide. I would have to make, like, some clips showing each of these aerials, like, in real games, but this is what I'm going to do so far because the editing got tanked.